Welcome to 7th class again. Today we shall do global warming, as already we have started the second chapter, atmosphere. Today we shall start the topic global warming. Now global warming refers to the increase in temperature of the earth due to air pollution, and the factors are responsible for global warming may be natural and man. Both the factors are responsible, natural and man-made. All of you can see the diagram of global warming. All of you have to draw in your notebook also for doing the practice, because sometime in the exam there is a diagram of global warming. Now listen again, the meaning refers the increase in the temperature of the earth due to air pollution, and both factors are responsible for global warming, natural and man-made. Ozone in the upper atmosphere is a major factor in making life on the earth possible. The ozone layer lies in the stratosphere. As in previous class we have drawn the diagram also. Stratosphere, second layer of the structure of atmosphere, between 16 and 50 km above the earth's surface. Now, causes of ozone depletion. This layer shields us from some of the ultraviolet rays from the sun. With the passage of time, the ozone layer is becoming thin, allowing harmful ultraviolet rays from the sun to pass through the atmosphere. Another cause of ozone depletion is the burning of forest fuel and emission of greenhouse gases due to burning of fossil fuels. When a refrigerator is in use, the CFCs are safely contained. All of you know chlorofluorocarbons. When a refrigerator is in use, the CFCs it means chlorofluorocarbons, are safely contained. But when the refrigerator is thrown away or broken up, the CFCs are released into the atmosphere. Now we shall do effects of ozone depletion. As the ozone layer is destroyed or becomes very thin, it fails to absorb the ultraviolet radiation. As a result, an increasing amount of ultraviolet radiation reaches the earth and causes damage to plant life, human beings and marine life. Skin cancer is also caused due to this. The incidence of cataract also increase as a result of ozone depletion. The body is exposed to infectious diseases. Now, which efforts have been done to prevent ozone depletion? The USA banned the CFC sprays. CFC, it means chlorofluorocarbons, many years ago. Other countries are slowly following suit. What should we do? The first, limit private vehicle driving. Use eco-friendly household cleaning products. Next, avoid using pesticides. Ban the use of dangerous nitrous oxide and develop stringent regulations for rocket launches. After this, we shall do impact of global warming. After completing the meaning, the factors responsible, effects also we have done. Now we are doing impact of global warming. As all of you know, global warming increase the temperature due to air pollution. That's why what impact we shall see in the environment. Various impacts. So first is climate change, changes in rainfall pattern, oceans, effects on flora and fauna, destruction of ecosystem. These are the impacts. Now first we are doing climate change. Climate change, it means ecological and social changes by the rise of global temperature. And what is the meaning of climate change? Increase in global surface temperature. This is the meaning of climate change. So due to it, everyone has to face various problems. The second is changes in rainfall pattern and the frequency of extreme weather events. This is the second heading. Changing the composition of the atmosphere and burning of fossil fuels has led to an increase in the concentration of greenhouse gases in the atmosphere. Human-induced warming could lead to large-scale, irreversible and abrupt changes in physical system. Example, melting of ice sheets which contribute to rise in the sea level. Then, third point, we are doing oceans. The increased levels of CO2, it means carbon dioxide, have led to ocean acidification. Ocean acidification is the name given to the ongoing decrease in the pH. pH, what is pH? Is the measure of acidity of the oceans. About 30 to 40% of CO2 released by humans into the atmosphere dissolve into the oceans, rivers and lakes. This increasing acidification of ocean makes it difficult for marine life such as corals and plankton. Acidification of ocean also poses a threat to the food chains connected with the oceans. Then, effect on flora and fauna. Flora is related to plants and fauna is related to animals. Now, plants and animals react to warmer temperature by the moving to higher elevation and latitudes. Species loss and endangerment is rising along with global temperature. Due to loss of habitat through desertification, deforestation, ocean warming and global warming. Now, the last is destruction of ecosystem. Changing climatic condition and dramatic increase in CO2 may destroy our ecosystem. It may affect the supplies of fresh water, clean air, energy resources and food, etc. It is compulsory that we have to reduce global warming. Now, which steps we can take, or you can say which are the ways by which we can reduce global warming. The increase in global warming will alter every ecosystem on Earth. The result of modest temperature rise in recent decades is melting ice cap and glacier. Ice cover is shrinking in Arctic, Antarctic, Alaska and Greenland. The coral reef are being affected in nearly all the oceans. The increasing sea temperature has wiped out 90% of the corals in Indian Ocean. Coral reefs, the complex ecosystem which are sometimes referred to as the rainforest of the sea, not only serve as breeding grounds for many species of marine life, they also protect coastlines from storms. Therefore, serious steps should be taken to reduce global warming. For example, the conservation of forest, reduced industrial pollution, reduced release of CO2 in the atmosphere, etc. By taking measures to save the ozone layer from further depletion by controlling CFCs, it means chlorofluorocarbons, released in the atmosphere, we may help in solving the problem to some extent. For this, international efforts have also been done to control greenhouse effect, because all these things are creating the problem in the ecosystem, in our environment. That's why it is compulsory. The Global Environmental Facilities. Now, what is it? It was set up in 1991 to facilitate global environmental cooperation between developed and developing countries. The main objective of GEF were, the main objectives we shall do after completing all the effects and then ways to reduce global warming. Now we shall do globe effect ways. Okay. Now, objectives of GEF we shall do. It means Global Environment Facility. The first is reduction of greenhouse effect in the atmosphere. Reduction of greenhouse effect in the atmosphere. Second, protection of biological diversity. Biological, it means living things. We have to remember that we have to protect all this flora and fauna. That's why. Then third is protection of international waters. And fourth is reduction of ozone layer depletion, because ozone layer reduce the ultraviolet rays. That's why we have to reduction of ozone layer depletion. We have tried to protect it. Ozone layer, we have to protect it. That's why all these are the objectives of global environmental facilities. Thank you.